Hey guys, just heading out this afternoon with Federico. We're heading into Fiordland and we are aiming to photograph Mount Tudico, which is the tallest mountain in Fiordland. There's not much elevation gain on this hike, but the main issue really from memory is the mud and the water that can cover over a lot of this trail. So we're coming prepared for that. We've got the waders. You can see at the moment the weather is quite average, but we're confident for a clearing that should be arriving in a couple of hours. So let's go. Have one last coffee and really decide if it's worth going up the valley. It's been so wet. It's actually clearing up now in the last 10 minutes, so things have started off very wet already. Probably just going to throw the waders on. Not very fun walking 3 hours in waders, about 1 minute away from the car, so we'll put the boots back in the car, rock the waders from here. So we're looking at roughly anywhere from 2 to 3 hours on this walk. Just the water and the mud, that will slow us down a little bit. Just too tempted here to get a photo of the stream. Been a couple of minutes here, just have some fun. Woo! Some really nice little areas up there, guys, but we can't spend too long, so just framed up a few things. Quite like it. There was the sun almost coming out for Sunstar, which would have been good, but a little bit too much cloud blocking it, so no Sunstar. But man, what a little gem this cascade is. We've been at it for about 45 minutes. All good so far. Getting a bit of a sweat build up because it's so humid, but the air still a little bit cool in the forest, which is nice. Yeah, quite a pleasant walk so far. Complaint with the waders, they're amazing obviously for the water, but there is just no grip at all. Gonna have to fabricate, put some studs on the bottom of them or something. So we've almost done 3 kilometers in about an hour and 20 minutes. And now the track, from memory as well, this is where the track starts to get a little bit more wet. It should start to get interesting. Oh, the mud. Woo! Oh. It's like quicksand. Good luck, my man. Oh. That's from memory, that's the worst area. Now we're pretty much getting to the clearing of the forest. If this was Australia, I'd just be thinking about the crocs the whole time. Quite nice not to have to think about it. Tudico, which is going to just look absolutely terrible on the GoPro. But just seeing that in person, you know, we're basically at sea level here. 2.7 kilometers up the summit. It's just spectacular from here. Oh! Oh! Who needs coffee? That'll wake you up. That's what I'm talking about. Like, where was that? Just there. You just can't predict it. Quite convenient that the trees come down here. Woo! Woo! Throw it in. Throw it. I'll see you later, man. Oh, dude. Thanks. Oh, wow. Oh, it's come down off there. It's just like the perfect natural bridge. Oh. We are just magnificent. I'm just going to have a look around now and look for compositions, but you can just see the valley framing of Tudico right in the middle there, the big dominant peak. It just frames up perfectly. see how bad the sand flies are here. Literally, you stop to shoot and they get on the lens. It's been a bit silly here trying to get to a composition. Oh, starting to fall in. So it drops off quite deep. Just want to work with this cascade though. Really want to incorporate that waterfall as well. It's not always there, so it's good to get that. It's got a higher vantage point here to get this great channel. Got the polarizer on, just getting rid of the glare on the water. Just beautiful atmosphere. You got that fog rolling in, the mist coming up off the river. Trying to keep it simple with a scene like this. Don't want to overcomplicate it, so really just wanted to make sure I got that waterfall in, Tudico, the cascades in the foreground, but just not letting that dominate the scene too much. We're getting this constant mist rising up off the river that was just changing every minute. Good fun. I said we were going, the fog just amped its level up to maximum and it was really good, so ended up shooting down this direction here. The fog was completely filling that area. Simply amazing. There's spectacular waterfall up in the middle, so we just had another 15-minute session. Now really got to hightail it, 9:15, so probably won't get back to the car till about 11. Man,
how it is here.
Good luck. Okay, we've been at it for probably just over half an hour. I think we've got through the hardest parts of the water. Just getting the headlamps out now. But so far so good. Had a few little slips each. The tree roots are the biggest issue here. We just can't see them. And as I've mentioned, the waders, no grip whatsoever. So yeah, we've had a couple of little trips, but thankfully nothing major. So headlamps on now, another hour and a half to go. Quick banana break. Alright, we are back to the car. What is it, just before midnight?
Yeah.
So it took about 2.5 hours to get back, which is understandable in the dark, but not too bad going. The feet are sore, the weight is definitely not ideal for doing just shy of 10 kilometers. So yeah, we'll make a warm drink now and then head on out, head home.